Hi, my name is Sarah Norman. I'm a member of the Twins Days Festival Committee, and I am in charge of registration at the festival each year. Thank you for being willing to be a volunteer for this very important job at the festival. If you have been a volunteer in years past, then you know how truly you are going to be the first face of the festival that any of our guests sees. We ask you to come because of that with a very service-oriented attitude, a big smile, and to dress modestly, please. This is a family-oriented event, and so we would ask for you to have modest length of shorts, also wearing a very plain t-shirt, not advertising anything at all. If you are a member of a Mother of Twins club, please feel free to wear a club t-shirt as your uniform of choice. We have a lot of exciting things going on and a lot of new changes. So when you come to the festival grounds, whether you're working on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, come to the registration booth. It'll have a large new sign over the top that says registration, and it may be in a new location. Friday night will still be at the high school, and Saturday and Sunday will still be at Chamberlain Park, which is out State Route 14 on the northwest side of Twinsburg. But the registration booth itself will not be in the same place, so keep your eyes peeled and look for us nearby, just across the street from where we used to be. When you arrive at the booth, check in with me. I'll make sure you get a volunteer button like this. You'll need to have this on in order to be able to get in and out of the festival grounds while you're working. At the conclusion of your shift, turn it back in, or I'll come looking for you. As you probably know, the primary function we have at the registration booth is to register twins who are visiting our festival. Some of them have been here before. For some of them, a lot this year, it's their first time ever to come to the Twins Days Festival. Some twins will have already registered. That's one part of what we do, is process the pre-registered twins. Other twins will need to register there at the festival. So let me talk to you first about pre-registered twins. This is another area of change this year. In years past, we have filed alphabetized name cards that have the number of the set of the twins on the back in file boxes. Well, we're trying something a little bit different this year. Instead of having individual name cards, you will have at your station a stack of blank name cards. Really, we should call them number cards. Your primary function when a set of twins comes to you is to find out who they are. You ask for their last name. Make sure you're looking under their maiden name, because we file their names according to maiden name. That part usually doesn't change. When you find out who they are, beside them in the booklet that you're going to be looking at will be a number. And it will be your job to make sure that that number gets written in large letters, about an inch tall, on each of the number cards. The markers that you'll have should be fairly thick. And so as long as you'll make them at least an inch tall, basically going from near the top wording to the bottom wording, they should be large enough. Remember, the number is really what matters, because if the twins enter a contest, the judges will need to be able to see their number from a fair distance away. If the twins would like to, they may write their names on the back, but that's totally their discretion. Once you have checked in twins who have pre-registered, you might want to ask them if they've been to the festival before. If they've been here, you probably don't need to spend too much time talking to them about the process and how things go. They're pretty well familiar with it, and there aren't that many changes from last year once they get inside the festival grounds. But if they are new here, then you'll want to make sure you go through the information that you're giving them in some detail. One of the things you'll be giving them is a souvenir program for each twin. Those programs will be in a box near your station. Get one for each twin, and if you have higher order multiples like triplets or quads, make sure each one of the individuals in that party gets their very own program. The second thing you'll be doing is giving the set of twins one coupon packet, only one packet to each set of twins. This has a lot of local vendors and researchers information in. They'll find a great coupon for Cedar Point and Wildwater Kingdom in there. That is one of our sponsors for the festival. Make sure you call their attention to that offer. If the twins have not been here, you will want to go through the program with a little bit of detail and let them know that everything they need to know about the whole weekend is inside of that program. There will be maps, schedule of events, schedule of contests, other information about the Royal Court, applications for next year's Royal Court, and even the ability to register for next year's festival will be inside. So after you've explained all of that to them and you've given them 2 programs and 1 packet, you will need to give the twins each a wristband. Fit that wristband to their comfort around whichever wrist they choose. Some twins like to take it off every day, so they'll ask for it to be looser. Other twins will wear it for the entire weekend. You'll end up creating a tail on them, which we have a supply of scissors. Please offer to cut off the tail for them. Once the twins have their number tags in the lanyards, they have their wristbands, they have their programs, and they have their coupon packet, they're pretty much ready to go off and have a good time, unless it's Friday night. And if it's Friday night, you need to make sure you give them 1 set of hot dog tickets. The twins eat for free on Friday night. If it's Saturday or Sunday, the hot dog dinner is over and there are no need to worry about the tickets. All right, so that is how you handle pre-registered twins. But we will have a fair number of sets of twins come that have not registered yet, and you may need to work over at the on-site registration side. If a set of twins comes that hasn't registered yet, they will need to fill out a form like this. It's on-site registration. It's a duplicate form, and they need to take a clipboard with this form and fill out the necessary information about themselves and their twin. You will be filling out the information across the top. It will indicate when they've paid and whether they paid by cash or check or the like. We don't take credit cards at the festival, only for pre-registration. The cost for pre-registration is $20. So you'll set the date here at the one side, and then you'll create a new set of numbers for those twins. We will have those in existence already begun for you so that when you come to work at the on-site registration side, you won't have to guess and figure out what number we're at. Those will be prepared in advance. Then you'll need to write the amount that was received from them. Usually it's going to be $20, but if you have a higher order set of multiples like triplets or quads, you'll need to add an additional $10 per individual and write that amount accordingly. Finally, if they're writing a check, you'll need to write the check number in. Please make sure you verify that they have a state ID that is valid. When you do so, you're going to write the driver's license or state ID number and the state it's from, and put that right beside the check number. If this is a new set of twins to the festival who've never been here before, they may bring proof of birth to show to you. If they show you proof of birth, but they don't have a copy for you, then all you need to do is write in the side here, POB, which is proof of birth, and then write whatever it was, a birth certificate, it may be a baptism certificate if it includes the birth date, and then any other form of a state ID would be acceptable as well. If they bring you copies, that's fine too. Don't take originals, but you may take copies and staple them to the white copy once you've separated these. Once you've completed the transaction, you've put cash or the check in the cash box, you're going to separate this duplicate form. The twins get the yellow copy. Then you will be filing the white copy according to the last 2 numbers in the twin registration number in a file folder that's behind the area where you're working. That's how you handle on-site registration. You give them all the rest of the information that I just gave you about pre-registered twins. You're going to give them 2 programs. You're going to give them a coupon booklet. If it's Friday night, you're going to give them 2 hot dog tickets. You're going to make sure they have 2 wristbands, 2 lanyards. You're going to give them a number tag that will already have a number on. It's all the same for registered on-site as well as pre-registered, but there's a little bit more paperwork involved. Now, there may be some twins who will bring you one of the pre-registration forms that we mail to them in spring. You may not take this alone as their registration form. You need to have them fill out the shorter one here. They don't have to put all of the information. They can just fill out their names. You complete the remainder of the information and you staple the white copy to their pre-registration form and file it accordingly. The other thing you have to watch out for is a photo order on a pre-registration form. May not take a photo order on a registration form like this. We have to keep that paperwork separate. And that is the other job that we do at the registration booth. We take orders for the group photographs. Group photographs happen on Saturday and on Sunday in the afternoon, and basically the entire festival shuts down so that the photograph can happen. If you're selling a photograph, your twins must be registered in order to purchase it, and a registration number needs to go up at the top. They complete the rest of the information, including where they want it mailed to, and then they check the number that they would like, the quantity. You'll be filling out the lower box which indicate a place for your initials, and also if there is a check number. If they are already registered twins, you do not need to verify or write any additional information for the check with an ID. This is a duplicate form as well, and so after you separate it, you give the yellow copy to the twins, and you will file a white copy based on the last name of the alphabet. Some groups, photos need to be changed. People have ordered a Saturday photograph and decide they want Sunday, or vice versa. We have a form for that as well. It is a duplicate form. So after they've completed it, you separate, give them the yellow one, and we have a special file folder for the photo changes. Well, that is pretty much the information you need to know about working as a volunteer at the registration booth. It's going to be an exciting time this year. We're hoping for great weather, as always, and I know that there will be a lot of twins coming. We're a little bit ahead of schedule from last year for the number of twins who have pre-registered. If you have any questions, feel free to post a message at the bottom of this video. And then the other thing you might want to do is check in on the other video I'll be posting shortly about next year's registration changes. We're going to have brand new registration packages, totally different from the way they are this year. And you may be getting some questions on them, so you might want to know a little bit about it. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in just a few weeks and hope that you have a great time greeting all of these visitors from across the country and also across the world. Thank you very much.